So let's start this one with a question. What are we looking at here? What is all this? We're looking at multiple instances of Tableau server running on a single machine in virtualization. So what we've got is multiple windows, right? Each one of them represents a server that is running in virtualization. And here's Virtual Machine Manager. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 servers, and actually a Windows 7 desktop all running on this one machine. So let's go back here, and what we see is there's in this one in the upper right, we can click around and it would actually work quite well as a basically going to localhost, one instance, hitting that one server. Okay, and that's that one. These others are also individual instances, single connections, and they run quite well actually. You can see it's pretty quick. It's getting the data back very quickly, and now we go to the one that is an attempt to see just how many instances or how many browser instances I can bring up and hit a single server locally. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that would be the equivalent of 7 users hitting this single Windows Server 8 instance. And here you can see in the lower right hand corner the CPU utilization as I go ahead and click around this environment and just kind of make it work. Make it work for a living. And they're all, really responsive. And you can see that for 7 users basically doing random clicking, random usage, the CPU utilization is relatively low, and relatively low pretty much means that you've got all the Internet Explorer instances that are drawing the CPU resources on this box. So if they were actually remote users connecting into just the server services, the CPU utilization would probably be significantly lower, because you wouldn't have to use CPU to render locally. It would be sending the data to a remote environment and having it be rendered there. Let's just go on one of these and see. So let's go ahead and take a look, and it does quite well for a system that's got 7 users locally. Now if we look at the full Windows 7 environment, so this is a client that is then going and hitting each one of those servers across the internal network on this particular system. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 users, basically one for each server that is on the machine, and we can see that they're pretty responsive. And bring back their data fairly quickly. Again, look things up, change things, and quite frankly, for 1, 2, 3, 4 users, you're using 50% of the CPU maximum for these different environments, these different client environments. It's actually, pretty zippy, but that's kind of the nature of these portable servers. They have a lot of power. They've got solid state drives, which makes them much faster than spinning drive environments, and they really get the job done. Portable. It's got a 64-bit Intel Xeon processor, 16 gigabytes of memory, and it also holds up to 16 terabytes of data.